nice touch. 3 of them that now are my go-to ones. That vein, that leaf making one that has got that real nice pointy there, you can see there. It's just unbelievable to create the veins. The ball ones are really good to have even if you already have some more, because the weight of these tools, the quality, it's just the ease of use as well. And of course the loopy ones, which are the ones that I didn't have, with a larger end and a smaller end, it helps to create those shapes, those beautiful realistic ways of creating flowers. And of course that reverse tweezers with a very, very fine nib at the very top.
They are super fine, aren't they? They really are quality. I do actually have a set of these myself, and I think they are absolutely brilliant. And for that price, I didn't get mine that cheap, by the way. £9.99 is all you need to pay. It's a one-day special.
And I use even the case that comes in.
Of course, yes, you're getting the tool case as well.
To shape a little bit as well. And then you have got as well, it's a quality tool. Okay.
Now, the dispatch date is from the 31st of October, just because of where everything's been shipped from. And something else I'm just going to mention, actually, and this one on there.
Yeah.
While stocks last, and it's important for me to say this, because we have got a lot of stock, but there is a freebie. If you buy from the shows, there's a little ladybird die. It is the cutest die I think I've ever seen. While ever stocks last, you will get one of these in with your order if you're purchasing from Elizabeth Crafts. Now, you get 3 different little ladybirds, don't you? One of them's flying even, isn't it?
Yeah, so then they are kind of, when you see them, you have to shape them and color them, obviously, when you answer, you like cut them. But it creates the most amazing little tiny ladybirds. But of course, we have got amazing pick and mixes.
Yep.
So to create those gorgeous, glorious flowers that, you know, Elizabeth Crafts is renowned for. I mean, you can see in here they have been, you know, like there is daffodils, there is orchids in the next hour. There is, we have seen some poinsettias in the other, but you can, it's a pick and mix, which means that you can create your own garden of flowers, your own branches, your own foliage, your own, and even the dies that create the apertures with the piercing on the aperture side rather than on the inside. Those ones are as well on the pick and mix. So there is so many options how you can create those berries in there. It's just, there's so much in this. But the great thing is you build your own collection. You select at home what you want. And that, I think, is important.
We've got some incredible deals. The one-day special, you can see it there on the screen. Very busy for that. We lost over half of the stock, I think, in the first hour. Very busy on that, for that price point as well. But if you're looking for the flowers and the dies themselves, with those 2 different options where you can choose any 5 or any 10, there's different selections, isn't there?
Yes.
And we're concentrating on selection 1 in the first hour. I think selection 2
in the next one.
In the next one.
9 on the will be the third one. However, it's very important to shop ahead, because there are so many options in there as well. That there's so many possibilities, and I love that you can. For instance, I love you know, daisy type of flowers, and I do love ranunculus. So you can choose whichever flowers you want to, and there is berries as well in the first hour, but you can still buy them. It's just that it's going to be more featured, the ones, the demos that we are going to do in the next.
Oh, just think as well, fantastic dies there in the one-day special, but think about the maker machine as well. Perhaps you want to design your own fancy flowers. Use the tool set as well for marking and shaping your own flowers with the Cricut machine. But for now, let's just take you over to the website so you can see the different selections there from the one-day special. Of course, the one-day special itself is the tool set, but you've got selection 1, selection 2 and selection 3, and you've got a pick and mix of any 5 or any 10, and flexi-buy options here as well. You need to go to the website to really appreciate the amount of choice you've got. Incredible value. If you can, stay with us for the 8 o'clock show and everything will be explained perfectly. Now then, we're going to go back to Adam, see what he's doing with that Cricut Maker.
I'm so excited about this Cricut Maker. I've seen them in the past, and you watch shows and you think, do I need one? Don't I need one? But after doing the show this afternoon, and I watched the show with Janice as well this morning, I think it's now time I get my hands on one. Just look. First of all, just look at the machine itself. This on your crafty desk would be absolutely beautiful. But not only do you get the machine itself, you get the 2 mats for your fabric and also your low-tack mat as well, your light grip mat as well. So we're giving you the mats. You're also going to get a blade with this, but that's not it. No, no, no. We're giving you all the tools as well that you need. You're getting your weeding tool, you're getting your little spatula in there, the scissors in there, you're getting your tweezers in there as well, and the little scraper as well, so you can really get the bubbles out of the fabric or the paper that you're putting down. But not only paper can you use for this as well, we are giving you a full set of vinyls as well. You've got holographic vinyl in here, you've got glitter vinyl in here, white and black. You've also got sports flex vinyl as well, which you can put on them sports clothes, you know, like the elastic clothes. So when they do stretch, you're not going to get that crack down your leg either, so it will work with you. But there's more. You're also getting the pens as well. Not the cracks down your leg, you know what I mean. Now, I was being all serious then, and then Catherine's now giggling in the corner. You know when you get sports fabric, I'm bringing you into this now, and eventually over time it starts to crack because it's coming in. I'm not going to do this on my own. It's just sitting there tittering.
I know exactly what you're trying to say, Adam.
How would you say? I don't know.
I'm not going there.
Okay. So it just stops it cracking. That's all. So basically, it's little things like this. But it works with you, so when they stretch, they don't start cracking and peeling off. That's
Correct.
what I was getting at. But we're also giving you the vinyls as well. What a show! This is one to be reviewed, I'm sure. But if you've just joined us on Facebook as well, hello. And we've just noticed there was a slight delay at the start of the show, and you've only just been able to watch it. But hello. So what we've got now though is you've got everything on here. But what I like about this is the paper you can use on this as well.
I know. There's so many things you can cut. Can you cut felt on it? I'm sure you can. You can do leather and suede.
Leather,
felt.
suede, felt. You can do anything that's up to 3 mil thick. Emma said this afternoon. So if it's
Balsa
below 3,
wood.
balsa wood you can cut on here.
Oh, your grey board as well.
That would be amazing.
Yes, grey board. Oh, there's so many options, isn't there?
But you can use everything on here. But and I also like it's on 3 flexes, which makes the cost even simpler for you. So you're going to have 3 flexes from the 30th of October. You get your first one will come out. So if you bought it today, your first one will come out today. In a month's time, your second one will come out. In a month after that, your third one will come out. So you can really spread that. You can really spread the cost, but you can get to play with this after your first payment. You can't really go wrong.
30th of October. There's 31 days in October, isn't there? Yes. I think. Don't I get paid at the end of the month?
We do.
Oh, could I treat myself for Christmas? Do you think?
Well, you could do for Christmas, but if you don't get it today, everything from Cricut comes off the website today until it's back on. Which I like the way you're thinking, but...
Yes, but I mean an early Christmas present.
Oh, why not?
Would it be selfish?
I would. Why don't we have a little clip so you can really get your head around if you really need to, and you can jump
just
on the
in case
iPad
I
and
need
see.
persuading anymore.
Janice, tell me more what it does.
Mini but mighty, and we're very, very busy for it. It's so cute.
Yeah, so I'm going to use it to customise these little shoes. So just, you know, standard, plain black, faux leather shoes. And I'm going to pop a bit of glitter iron on. So I'm going to set up the mat. Now with iron on, we always pop it face down onto the mat.
Right, okay.
That's really important because we cut into the back. So I'm just going to line that up. We're going to do a little cat face, so it's just little whiskers and a nose and 2 little eyes. So something really simple, but just to show how, you know, little designs and cute things we can do with this new mini. It's just so exciting to have this.
Now we've got the Cricut Maker connected to a Mac, but you can connect it to a PC and your tablets and smartphones as well.
Yeah.
That's what's exciting about this. You could be putting together a design on the bus on the way home, on the train to go and see a friend. You could be taking the Maker with you, maybe to a workshop, working on your design, and when you get there, you're all ready to go. And that's the super thing about this.
Exactly, definitely. Okay, so my iron-on and my mat are in the machine. I'm going to press the go button. I've told the machine what material I'm cutting, so it knows exactly. Oh, always leave a bit of space behind, as it will just push everything off. So this is where you head to when you want to know what temperature to have your Easy Press. So you just choose which Easy Press you've got. So of course I'm going to click Easy Press Mini.
Okay.
I choose the heat transfer material, so I'm using glitter. And then the base material, I'm using a faux leather. And then I click apply, and it's going to tell me which setting to go for. So I'm going to go for the low setting, and for how long. And it's actually going to tell me exactly how to press that if I'm not sure. So I've got all of the steps there, and it's telling me constant movement. So this is different again for this easy press and light pressure. So that's just really handy there to let you know if you need to. So you can see I'm just peeling away, and we can start to see a little cat face appear in there. So cute. It's very tiny. Okay, so I'm placing my design down onto... I'll try and hide that nail from you.
No, it's all right, don't
Sticking that onto the end of my shoe there.
Yeah.
Making sure I've got it where I want it. And then, because my Easy Press has gone green, I know that it's ready to go.
Okay.
I wasn't using that nail, I promise. And so I'm going to do just a kind of constant round action, and for 30 seconds. So I'm going to try and count in my head. Normally at home I would use a timer. Okay, we're ready to peel off and see our little cat face. So there he is. He's now attached to that shoe.
And that is perfect.
Yeah.
It really is. Love that.
See what you did there.
Oh,
Oh, yes, perfect. Now then, we've seen the Maker Machine. Now, just a little heads up for everybody, of course. Just a reminder, and this goes for anything that you're purchasing. If things are sat in baskets for too long, they have a tendency to bounce back out. So if you really want something, make sure you check that basket out, especially, of course, well, you don't want to miss out on that great buy with the Cricut, because the price is going to go up again. You've only got today, the stock will go. It won't even be available. But the sunset specials, of course, the prices go up at 8 o'clock, so don't miss out. Now, just back to this. I really like this. Why have I not seen this before, I wonder?
Well, it was brand new today.
Is it totally brand new
totally
today?
brand new today. We bought you 2 other sizes. I say we, I use the royal we. Cricut have bought you 2 other sizes in the past.
Yeah.
But now they bring you the little ones so you can do the finer details. So think of your canvas shoes, your white plimsolls. You can now put onto your plimsolls your little teddy bears as well, and the blankets.
Oh, look, yes, you
So
could
you can do
personalise. Oh, Snowy needs a personalised jumper for Christmas now.
Oh, yeah.
That would be perfect for Snowy's jumper.
That's what perfect for Snowy's ironing.
Actually.
But they've made it littler for you, so you can do the things like the socks. Just look at them little socks we've done.
Oh, these are fab. Do you know, great for personalisation, and we will go back to talking about selling as well, because you can make to sell,
Which I think's
and you can
amazing.
design your own things with the Maker as well. Personalise with this little gadget as well. Do you know, you could even, if you've got access to a electric point at a stand, which often we do when we have these exhibitions and things, you could actually cut out and personalise while you're there on the stand, couldn't you?
Well, I said this earlier. I said, how remarkable it would be to go to a stand and say, oh, can I have this, please, on a T-shirt, on this tiny teddy bear? I've bought my bear. Could you do it for me? I'm just going to go and look around. Yeah, of course you can.
Yeah.
Bosh, done.
There you go.
And I imagine the money you could buy for that as well. You could make a fortune. It would pay for itself.
Yeah.
On
Yeah, it
2
would.
flexi buys at £27.50, all you simply need to do is £27.50 today, £27.50 in a month's time. Whatever else you put in that basket during this hour as well, it's also going to be split into 2 flexi buys as well. So it's well worth taking advantage when you see the red box on screen. Or, if you can, £54.99 as a one-off payment. 776 123. But I love the stand idea.
Yes.
I think you'd make your money back instantly.
I certainly think you would as well. Generous cord on that, as I said earlier on as well. So, of course, go to Cricut, go and shop by brand on the website, see for Cricut, and you'll find everything, including all those extra blades as well. So, depending on what you're wanting to cut, of course, you are going to get a blade with the machine if you're going for the Cricut Maker, but you've got all the options of the other blades as well. Now, fabrics, don't forget everything, all sorts of wonderful items on there. Remember, though, at the end of the day today, the stock will disappear from the website until we come back with a new deal for you, and it may be some time before we see that. Now, Sunset Special. We haven't got more Sunset Specials. We haven't even been all around the county, have we?
Now I quite like quite a lot of things tonight. Everything sort of mixes and matches. You're getting quite a lot. £9.60 for 100 pieces in total. You're getting your card blanks.
Yeah.
In your beautiful red. What do you think the GSM is?
Oh, I reckon that's a 300. You know, 280, 300.
They're quite sturdy.
They are. Yeah.
You're also getting the beautiful
Nice
envelopes
shimmer
as
on
well. Oh, they're beautiful. I was looking at them earlier while you were on air doing the one-day special. You're getting your purple and you're getting your red. You're getting all the envelopes as well in there. And you're getting this beautiful paper and also sentiments as well.
Oh, these are nice as well.
So they've got a good old weight to them. So this is beautiful sentiments. So the sentiments are already printed on some of them for you. So you've also got the purple there. You've got the pink and also the sort of the latte mocha sort of colour with all the sentiments on. So they all say happy birthday on there in different sort of fonts and text. And then you've also got the plain ones as well. So you sort of got your peppermint.
Yeah, that's a pretty colour.
Your pumpkin orange, and also you've also got blue.
Well, it is a blue. It's kind of that violety blue, isn't it? Yeah.
Sort of violet blue as well, but they've all got that shimmer to them as well. And for
Lovely.
£9.60, if you run craft fairs or if you're running children's workshops, I think this would be amazing to pick up.
It is. Or you could actually cut this on your Cricut maker. You don't have to use these as card bags. You can cut into them, make your flowers, make your different embellishments, your tags.
Yeah, because we have not even mentioned that either. You can start making embellishments on your Cricut
Exactly.
as well. So £9.60 for this. Remember, if you bought your Cricut as well and you pop this in your basket, this would split this. Oh, it's only £9.60, but that would put this into 3 flexi buys as well.
Ooh.
So whatever if you're buying your Cricut machine, and we know a fair few of you have got them in your baskets now, what I'd do is I'd start checking out if I were, because you haven't got long at all to start checking these out. But now you know a lot about this next item. I'm sort of new with these stamps, but I knew when I looked at them, they looked amazing.
Well, Jane Nesterenko, sadly, we lost Jane. It wasn't that long ago, really. It doesn't seem it anyway, but we still see her artwork, and she's a name that we know and love in the craft industry. And to be able to still get, you know, items with her artwork is fantastic, but to get prices like this as well, just incredible. Now, what you've got here are rubber stamps. They are what we class as plates, really. If I just bring that stamp in there, so they haven't got the cushioning on. You can cut these out. You can cut them out yourself. You can add the cushioning, but actually, if you've got a platform, you don't actually have to put anything on the back there. You could just, you know, mount them onto your lid of your platform or your acrylic block and just stamp.
Oh, look at them.
They are lovely, aren't they? Because every time I look at this sheet as a whole, I'm building up a new scenario, a new scene. You know, you've got the classed as summer. It says adorables, summer adorables, but actually, I think you could sort of use these all year round. You know, you've got the animals in there, you've got the children in there, you've got garden scenes. I love that gate. You could have the geese wandering in and out of the gate, can't you, look?
Yeah, you could.
You know, mask areas off and build up proper scenes. You know, the trees in the background there. It just goes on and on and on.
And 3D
Incredible
cards
artwork.
you can make as well. So you could have...
Yes.
You could even go as far as having your one-day special, all them beautiful flowers in the foreground because they're bigger.
Yeah.
And then your stamps further back because obviously they're a lot smaller as well. You could make some amazing things. But as we said, it reminds me of when I was at the Janet and John books.
Yeah.
The Janet and John, and they were simple but beautiful images that you could use for anything as well. And for £9.96, I think these are an absolute steal.
They are, aren't they? And they are, the fact that, as I say, they are rubber stamps as well. They're not polymer, they are rubber, which are always more expensive generally than polymer stamps. Just fantastic quality. You're going to get perfect prints every time. 125529 is the item number, and as Adam's already said there, look at that price, £9.96, saving £14. Great gift idea again there. Now then, fabric. Oh, I'm pleased to see we've got some fabric. I really like this.
This is nice.
These
I like the
blues
colourways.
are gorgeous, aren't they?
They all mix in that. Mill Shop Online. Now, when we say that name, you know you're going to get quality from Mill Shop Online. There, that could have been anything they said there. 3.5 metre pieces, but you're getting these would be good for. Well, where would you? Looking at these colours and the designs, where would you use them?
Do you know, I think these are nice in a kitchen. If you've maybe got a white kitchen and you want to add some blue in the colour there, the bathroom would work very well. Again, I know we've gone to autumn now, but I would keep this for my garden furniture as well for next year. I think it'd be really nice. Maybe a conservatory, that would look really good.
That would look nice.
You've kind of got the neutral in the background there, but those gorgeous blues running through. And this piece in particular, I really like because you've got kind of that satin effect running through there as well. Now, being Mill Shop Online, if you do want to go for more than one, you can get these in a continuous length as well. You are going to get 3 pieces, half a metre of each. These are 100% cotton, but they are the heavier weight cotton. So for me, these are, you know, they're substantial enough to cover your chairs, your stools. You could use them for your blinds as well, your pelmets above your window if you wanted a nice fancy pelmet.
This
that would
one
be very
looks that
nice.
very high street.
It does, doesn't it? Yes, it does. Oh, I know the one you mean. Yeah, you can make your oven gloves, your little
I can
aprons,
make
your
mats.
pinnies. My mum always used to make pinnies, you know, the ones that you just tie around
the
your
ones
waist
round
without
there,
the top
the-
bit. Yeah, she still
that'd
calls
be-
them pinnies.
That'd be amazing, and you could really theme everything. And remember, because it's Mill Shop Online as well, if you buy more than one of these,
Yeah.
it will come on the metre. So if you bought 2, you'd get a metre of each.
Yeah,
if you bought 3, obviously you
definitely.
get a metre and a half.
I really like these.
But for £9.99, if you're into your fabrics, I would definitely be putting these in my little stash as well, because you normally when you see Mill Shop, you know you're going to get quality out of it as well, really.
You are, and as far as blues go, they're really fresh, pretty blues, aren't they, as well?
Country cottage blue.
They are.
That
They're
sort of-
gorgeous. I really like those. Now we've got more fabric coming up. Mill Shop Online again. If we move on down, now that you've got linens here. Now,
These are a good old...
you could make some, well, again, very heavyweight, aren't they? You could use this for making bags, covering your furniture again, your nice neutrals. Do you know, I'd be using these in mixed media as well. Maybe stamping on with those wooden blocks, your fabric paints on here as well.
That
Really
would-
nice.
That would be a beautiful canvas.
It
if
would.
you stretch that out and put it onto,
yeah.
a board itself and really made it taut and then put all
Yeah.
your mixed medias on, that would be absolutely beautiful
It would.
as a canvas piece of work.
What about embroidering on it as well and using your fabrics like Rowan Dean, you know, with the organs. Have you worked with Katrina yet? No. Oh, fabulous. Wait until you see Katrina's work. So you could use all your different materials, your different textures. Make an album, one of those fabric albums or one of those rolls like Tilly had on her show. That would look amazing. Personalise. Ooh, Cricut Maker again, you see. You could personalise. You could be cutting this out.
Personalise and you could...
Making your own applique.
Little tote bags, laptop
Yes,
bags,
yep.
tablet bags. Especially if you do that and that, because they sort of mix and match together.
do.
They're absolutely beautiful if
They
you're
go
getting
very well
both
together.
of them. These ones are the ones you're seeing in front of you now. £11.97. 164231 is your item number for these as well. Very heavy duty as well.
They
These
are.
would be nice in a gardener's cushions as well.
They would. Very, very nice indeed. Now then, it's Monday today. That means at 8 o'clock yesterday, we had some brand new 7-day savers.
We do indeed. There is so much. We've got Mill Shop Online fabric as well, your little vintage bag, at £11.99 for them, for your little travel fabric stash as well. Absolutely beautiful colours that you're getting in there as well. You've also got some grey board in there, black card, 300 GSM, 50 sheets. You've also got them beautiful... I did these earlier and it took me a while to work out what they are. The Anna Griffin Ink Refill Collection.
Oh, I like those.
Which now means you can now re-ink your ink pads. You haven't got to throw
You
them
could,
away
couldn't
anymore.
you? Do you know, I can think of other uses for those as well. I'd be colouring my air dry clay with those. They're water-based, aren't they? I presume they are. Yes, looks like they are. They will be water-based, I'm sure of that. Also, ooh, maybe mixing with water and making spritzers as well. Bit of mica in there.
Very good.
Nice 7-day savers there this week.
And you've got 5 days, 13 hours, 10 minutes and 18 seconds to go and get them. But what you haven't got, though, is long to get your deal of the day.
Yes, the deal of the day. Now then, lots of sticky things.
Lots of sticky things here that you're getting. Now, I know my tape pens, because this is what I wrap my presents with.
Is it?
My Christmas presents
Ah,
with.
so you can't see the tape.
So you can't see the tape, so it looks all neater. But then I found out, this is what I used to use, and then I tried double-sided tape, and it was just too much of a faff, because I haven't got a
Okay.
pokey tool to get the back off, and I've got no nails. But then I started using foam
For wrapping?
for wrapping. You don't need as much. You just put it on the triangle bit on the corner, buff, buff, buff,
Oh.
and then you put
Do
one
you
on the
get
top.
3D corners then?
Well, it sort of does stand out a little bit. But it's also easier to open as well for little ones. They can get the fingers inside
That's
to rip it
true.
open.
That is true.
And then I
That is.
use
That's a good point.
the 3D foam as well for like embellishments on top, or if I put
Yeah.
little figures on or the tags.
I need to ask you, have you come up with an idea for your tags yet?
I looked Where was I? I went to Birmingham the weekend. We went to see the mouse again because the little one's obsessed with him. We went to see the mouse on ice.
Right, okay.
The mouse was now ice skating. So I'm thinking, children this year we might go that sort of theme. We might go mouse themed, children's characters themed, and then the adults. I was going through the Christmas stash yesterday. And I think we might have to go back to what I did 3 years ago, which was animals, like forest things.
You know what you could do, don't you? Buy the Cricut maker and design your own tags.
I could have any theme I want.
Any theme you want. And then you need this. You need this because you need to stick everything down. I've already worked out that you're using foam pads for sticking your wrapping paper down, so you're going to need some more of those. You need your tape as well. We've got all sorts of things. We've got wet glue in here. We've got sticky dots in here. We've got foam on a roll in there as well.
I could have done with some of these today with my tags that I put on your presents I got you all today.
Oh, that is true. That was so nice.
That's all right.
Oh, yes.
When my car broke down the other day, and I was on the way to work and my car generally blew up. You might have seen a photo on social media. It's me in someone's van just tootling home. I just generally couldn't get into work. Obviously, everyone rallied round here, God bless them, and they all sort of rallied round. So I got you all thank you gifts just to say thank you for covering.
Even those of us that weren't in work that day, like I was at home that day, and I got a gift as well. So that's so nice, so nice.
But yeah, this is what I could have done with to put them all on
You
to make it with the little cakes and it.
Well, now's the time to stock up, Adam, because look at that price: £34 saving, £14.22. Stock up on these while you can. 109 pieces in total. No, it's not. It's 385993 is the item number. I almost said the wrong number then.
Don't say that. Shameless plug time. You've got a show tomorrow. Me and Thea are back together, but not on Good Evening Hochanda.
No, a paper rose tomorrow. Dare I say? I've got a clue what it is. Apparently, my products arrived at home today when I'm not there.
But you're here.
So I don't.
Has he left them next door?
I don't know.
And next door, happily crafting away.
I just know they've tried to deliver, but I'm not there.
So what time are your shows tomorrow?
Is it 11, the first one?
I think it's 11
and 4, I believe.
No, 5.
It's paper rose anyway.
Amazing.
It won't be 5 because that's the final call,
yes,
isn't
it must be 4 with me, or 3 with me.
4
Anyway, deal of the day. I just thought I'd give you a little plug. Deal of the day, here we go. It's all on there. Everything that you need, item numbers and prices as well. £14.22. The price will go up though tomorrow morning when Janice comes in. She'll take that price away and give you another deal of the day because that's how good she is to you. But what's also been very, very popular is your maker. Very, very busy. Now, what we're going to go and say to you now is if you've got this in your basket, now we know it's a considered purchase, but if you've got it in your basket, it will only stay in your basket for 9 minutes before it comes back out and goes back onto our shelves. It's the easiest way to think about it. You pop it in your basket, it's not yours till you check it out.
But then it's leaving our shelves at the end of the day.
And then at the end of the day tonight,
any stock after midnight.
A big van will come at midnight and take everything away from Cricut until they're back on the air again, which I don't think. I think it's either next month or the month after. But what are you getting here? This is an amazing an amazing starter kit if you've never done it before. 2, if you want to upgrade your machine, this will be amazing as well. And you're getting so much for your money.
You are. Now, how many designs did we say were accessible? Over 100,000. They're pre-made. Every month more are being added as well. But don't forget, you can design your own as well. Now, we're talking all sorts of different mediums to cut through here. Of course, your card and paper. Of course, your vinyl that you're going to get in with the deal as well. Of course, you can do things like your balsa wood, your felt, what other things have we mentioned? The grey board, leather.
Denim you can cut on this as well. All sorts of fabric. All your Mill Shop online fabrics as well. You'll be able to cut on this. You can also do paper on this as well. You can cut all the paper. You could make your own baby grows. So obviously,
look at that.
You buy baby grows and you can literally make. I was saying about costumes as well. You know, you can buy little baby costumes in the shop.
Yeah.
You can make your own, like your little skeleton costumes.
Oh.
You could make whatever you needed with these as well. The opportunity is endless. And I also like the way it's on 3 flexes, which we don't normally do.
You did the show this afternoon then, Adam. So what type of files? If you've got files on your computer, do you you're looking worried. Do you know what I'm asking for a selfish reason.
Well, if it doesn't matter what computer you've got. So if you've got a Mac, if you've got a PC, if you've got a tablet, your mobile phone, it will all work off that. I'm going to take I'm guessing it's SVG files, but I'm guessing it is because obviously you've downloaded. But once you've downloaded the software, we were doing so well.
I'm going to really bamboozle you in a minute. I'm just wanting, now this is what is in my head. Because I design for the MDF, I've got so many files that I've designed that I think I could download onto this.
I can answer this.
Can you?
Oh, how excited am I? We've got 1:40. So, there's an app that you can download. If you watch the show back, Emma does explain it in the hour I did. And you can take a photo of the mats. So you print them out, you put them on the mat, and it'll know where it is on the mat, and then it puts them onto your computer for you. I'm sure that's what she said. So if you've got all the files as well, you just print them out and pop them on, and then it will do it all for you. There is a way of doing it.
Is there?
Yeah. Watch the shows back.
I need to watch the shows back before I go home then, because I'm going to be driving home. They'll be off the shelves and in that van before I get home. I need one of these. I need one of these. Now then, of course, you've got... Oh, just look at this machine. It's so sleek as well. Look at that. The Easy Press as well. Can we go to that as well and give you another reminder of it? Because... $54.99, and you've got this on a flexi as well. This is brand new. If you've seen the previous ones that were larger, these are just amazing. So getting into those intricate areas, adding detail onto your shoes, as we can see here, onto your little jumpers for your teddy bears would be fantastic.
If you've got these in your baskets, or if you've got anything in your basket this hour now, I would definitely guarantee you check it out. You've got 30 seconds on your sunset specials before the prices go back up from there. If you've got these in your basket, though, you've only got 9 minutes there before they go back onto the shelves. If I was you, I'd run to the green room and watch up on Catch Up.
I think I might have to do that. You've got a one-day special coming up, haven't you?
I can't wait, Elizabeth Crafts.
Do you know, where's the hour gone again today?
By.
Right, OK. Well, we're nearly at the end of the hour. Check those baskets out. Don't miss out. Don't let things bounce back out. Stay with us for the one-day special at 8 o'clock, of course. Yes, coming up next, it is Elizabeth Craft Design's one-day special. Very busy earlier. Then it's Be Your Creative Best with Cricut. And then Elizabeth Crafts are back again. Stay with us throughout the evening.
Hi everyone, I'm Phil Martin. I've been papercrafting for over 20 years now. You could say it's a passion of mine. Sentimentally Yours is my award-winning brand of craft products. I design stamps, paper pads, tools, embellishments, all the things that we need to help us enjoy our crafting. My aim with Sentimentally Yours is to bring unique, top quality, innovative designs for every level of crafter. So whether you are a beginner or whether you are more experienced, there will be something for you. On my Sentimentally Yours shows on Hochanda, I will be doing my best to teach and educate you on how to get the most from the products, but always with a laugh and a giggle. Make sure you join me and tune in for my Sentimentally Yours shows on Hochanda.
Hochanda will be supporting Stamporama, an incredible art stamp and papercraft show, and we would like to invite you to come along and meet us on Saturday the 9th of November. Tickets are available from Hochanda in advance for only £3 or alternatively on the door for £4. Order your tickets today from hochanda.com.
Would you like to improve your crafting techniques by watching and crafting along with your favourite Hochanda guest demonstrators, or from the comfort of your own home? If the answer is yes, then we are excited to invite you to Craft Along, where you, our presenters and guests, will create an amazing array of projects throughout the year. Each month we will be bringing you a brand new kit that you can purchase on the day of each show. Or if you pre-order your kit, you will receive £5 off a purchase of £20 or more of any additional products featured within our Craft Along brand shop that month. So tune in, be inspired and create with Craft Along, your monthly crafting workshop.
say you wanted 24 hours of crafting on your TV? OK then, calling all Freeview viewers from the 2nd of October, that's exactly what you've got.
Yes, indeed. Good evening, one. Good evening, all. It's time for your one-day special again. It was very busy at launch, and we all know why. It's Elizabeth Craft Designs, and some amazing offers we're about to bring you for the next hour. If you watched the launch, you're thinking, well, I've already seen it. No. There is still more to see. While we look at everything on the counter, you have a little look at this for some inspiration. Some amazing things.
Amazing.
Paula's here.
It's the first time that we are working together.
I've been very excited about this hour.
Me too.
That was our dance. That was me being all professional at the start. Now look at us.
Let's go ahead.
I love Elizabeth Crafts. Anyway, I think the lady is phenomenal. She's an amazing person, and what she brings to us here at Hochanda is something elegant, something beautiful, realistic.
Yes.
And if you put them on your cards, you're going from this level, you can now charge this level. I really think you can. Already of the one-day special, almost 60% has already gone.
Look, $9.99 is, I have never seen, and I have watched Hochanda from day one. I have never seen a one-day special this low. I mean, they might have happened, but I haven't seen it myself. It is an amazing one-day special, but don't get deluded by the price, Adam, because the price doesn't reflect the quality, the extraordinary quality of these tools. Now, you are getting, you know, those gorgeous, the tweezers, the reverse action tweezer with the fine tip at the top is really, really handy to have. It's one of the tools. But those loopy ones, well, as I call them, I had never had them before. I had never used them. They are extraordinary to shape, to mold those leaves, to shape those petals, to get them the realistic effect. Those bold tools that you need for cupping to make sure that the petals go the right side up, that they everything. But also, they are very important to shape something that you have in your hands.
So you've got, so let's just quickly look at the tools in a minute. So the reverse tweezer, I like Alva's reverse tweezers for the sheer fact, if you've got dexterity problems, these tweezers are amazing.
They are. So basically what it is the fact that you have got a very, 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 apologies for my yellow finger. It's not that I have got selective jaundice, it's just the yellow ink that I used before. But now you can see how tiny, and then you can go in and you can see how you push it down to open, and then you let go and it holds the item. So just let me show you what I mean. So for instance, I kind of have got that little item and that I don't have to press. So that kind of is very good if you have got dexterity problems. Okay, that's one thing.
You haven't got to hold them in anymore with these. Literally, once you let go, it will hold it for you to then you place where you want to go. So if you have got dexterity problems, these would be amazing. If you haven't, well,
yeah. They're even better. Now, do you have got the tools in here that are very solid, and it's important because it gives you, you know, that quality feel that you know that they have been designed to have the long-lasting relaxing. You have got here the largest bold end, which is perfect for the cupping. Here you have got the smallest one. If I turn them around, because they are double-ended, you have got the medium-sized bowl, and then you have got that vine creating tool. Now, this one is exceptional to create those really tiny details from the veins from, say, for instance, the leaf or the flower in there. But then, of course, for me, the ones that have been the biggest eye-opener have been these loopy tools. You have got two sizes, and because the way that they have been designed and selected for the shaping of the flowers, of petals, it creates the most gorgeous effects. It really is. And you know what, there are a lot of tutorials online, so don't worry about remembering anything that I say. However, what I find is that I watch a few tutorials, but then I do my own thing. I get to handle them. I feel how they do. Now, they come in that case, Adam, and that case is multi-use. You can use it to store it, but you can use it also to shape them. I use the
also you use the velvet on the inside to shape.
Yeah, exactly. So I use them as a mat. I mean, they're not meant to, but I do it, and it works really well. So it's like, well, if you want to, you can.
But not only are you getting the ball tools and everything in there, everything that you see, once again, don't let the price put you off with this. And
it's quality.
So far, many people haven't. Normally you see $9.99, they're not going to be that good. They are. They're from Elizabeth Craft Designs. You know what you're getting when you're buying Elizabeth Craft Designs. But while stocks last, you're getting this beautiful free gift. Now, it's not the leaves you're getting, it's the tiny little ladybirds. It's one per customer, and once they've gone, they've gone. But you're thinking, well, Adam, that won't add much to my designs. But just look here. Little down on the leaf, you've got one tiny little ladybird, and then
Look at that.
Just over here, it's the tiny details that you would never normally think of, and I've never seen this anywhere else on any other flower shows that we do. People will look at it and go, that's a bit of extra detail there. I've never noticed that before, and I would never think about putting it in. Well, we're now giving you the opportunity, and with the tools that you're getting as well, with the ball tools in here, with the tweezers in here as well, you're really making it simple now for you, yes, you out there, to start crafting and going forward with your crafty tools as well. You've got everything here that you will ever need. It's really, really busy though. £9.99, 344298 is your item number. Now, moving on to the dies themselves. Now, you saw set one at launch, because there are so many of these. Yeah, right. You saw set one at launch. We're now going to move to set two. Now, what Catherine said at the end of her hour is what I would do as well for this, is if you have a pen and paper...
Yes, that's correct, yeah. Just get ready. But personally, I would just jump on the website and just see what you like. Because then, of course, you have got all... Look at that. I mean, it's just like, you can see some legs, finally.
Look how much you're getting. Now, there is an option to choose any 5 of these. So this is the details for any 5. So you can pick any 5. So give me the numbers first. It's 493476. £29.99 for 5. That works out at £6 per die. Or we can do better. You can go for any 10 of these dies, which will work out at £5.50 each. And it'd be a one-off payment of £54 and a couple of pence. But, and 98 pence, quite a lot of pence. But, what I like is the red box is back. You've got Flexi Buy on this as well. You've got 2 Flexi payments of £27.49 when you choose any 10 of these, of pick and mixes as well. Does that mean if this is on Flexi and we buy 10, if we put our one-day special in our basket, that goes to Flexi as well? So that will also go onto Flexi as well. So it's about £5 and a few more pennies for your one-day special and 10 of these dies. Can you talk us through Elizabeth Crafts and where the inspiration and the ideas come for these sort of dies?
These dies were originally created by Susan Tierna-Gover. I don't know if I pronounced it correctly, and she loves her garden, so she created all the, you know, basically the complete garden of flowers dies, and they are, I would say, it's not horticulturally, they are sort of horticultural.
Horticultural.
Correct, in the sense that they are not fantasy flowers, they are more realistic flowers, and they are to create those gorgeous flowers that you always wanted to create in a perfect way. Now, they have been designed by somebody who loves the garden, and of course then you have got Elizabeth Crafts with her design element, with her attention to detail and quality, years and decades of experience in the craft industry, and of course everything together to bring you this collection. Now, they have been before, this is not brand new in terms of you know, the size, but they are brand new in terms of the quality of them, of the vastness of how many you can choose, but at such a beautiful prices, such a low prices. If you have bought them beforehand, this is a time, the perfect opportunity to complete your garden collection. Go for your favorite flowers. If your best friend has a favorite flower, if your mother has a favorite flower, this is a perfect opportunity to buy, to curate your perfect collection. And to me, for instance, I'm getting into orchids, the real ones, but I'm kind of thinking, well, it would be nice as well to create cards with them, to have my signature in there, you know. And then there is ranunculus, there are lilies, calla lilies, there are also there are the base ones, which are like, for instance, the flower pots, the cornucopia. Well, I don't call it cornucopia, but I don't know exactly what it is. But it's can I show it what it is? Yeah, cornucopia. Yeah, that's cornucopia. Yeah, got it right. Go. Oh no, that's made my day. Complete guess. But what you can see is the die is open in here, because all the dies in that they are kind of the scene setters, or the it's to put the flowers inside. So everything has been really curated for detail and attention to, as you were saying, that next level. Now, and also you have got, for instance, you have got the peonies, which are one of my favorite flowers in there. So can you see the dimension as well that you achieve? And of course, the one day special is the perfect tool to bring these flowers to life. And look at that. And I'll show you how I do it. It's not, there is no wrong, there is no right or wrong way to do them. You can do whatever coloring way you want. I prefer alcohol markers because it's quick and easy, and I have them. There is pan pencil, there is distress inks, water-based. There's so many ways of coloring.
There are so many ways, and there's so many options with these as well. They're dispatched from the 31st of October, because they are coming from Toronto, I think.
Oh, really? I think this one's, she's based in Colorado.
Oh,
but,
Colorado. We were sort of...
Yeah, in the dry continent. In the right continent.
Not even North America.
Not even the right area. Continent. Let's do that like that.
Geography
and a large one as well.
wasn't my strength.
No,
but they are coming from quite far.
Yeah,
so
that's it.
The 31st of October is when they'll be dispatched from, but it's not that far, so it's about 2 weeks away. We're very busy on both options. For the 5 set that's on your screen at the moment, you can choose any 5 for $29.99, and this is only set 2. You saw set 1 in launch. Set 3 you will now see tomorrow, but you can buy it now. So set 1 you can still buy, set 3 you can still buy. But as you can see, there is a vast collection of dies that we wouldn't be able to get out completely. Set 1, 2 and 3. Easiest way to do all this, the website. Shop ahead on the web. They're all there for you. Every single set. 1, 2 and 3. Once again, it doesn't matter what set they're coming from. You can mix and match the sets as well. So you can mix and match the sets. You can either buy 5 or you can buy 10 from set 1, 2 or 3. It's entirely up to you what you want to do. But I would get them fast if I was you, because they're very, very busy. Also, your one-day special is very busy as well. Just for £9.99, your one-day special is one not to be missed. Look how many options are on the website. Yeah. I would, though, personally... And I think you said this in the last episode, I would go for a few flowers and a few like the vases and something to put your flowers into.
Exactly, and there are wreaths as well, so that's a really great. Because, for instance, I'm going to use one of the heart wreaths, which I think is in part of this collection. So it's a really nice way of, you know, adding foliage, a shape to it. Then you can then put some leaves on top, and then flowers that you got. So you could even go. So if you go for the 5 option, I would say one wreath, the heart wreath, then maybe the flower pot or the something like that, then a flower, then a foliage, maybe an extra flower, because flowers is, you know, it's the way.
Well, you could do like six flowers in 4 pots.
Yeah.
And if you go for the 10 of them, you could really mix and match with these. Or if you're only doing 5, go for 3 flowers and then 2 of the different pots as well. So you can. I'm guessing the different pots that you put the flowers in will make the flowers look different.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
If you understand what I mean. And no garden is always the same anyway, so...
Exactly, yeah.
And they cut beautifully as well.
They do.
I'm there,
right,
I'm there.
Right, I'm going to go and cut another one. So, see, I was trying to be... Well, anyway, no, I'm going to do just on it. I'm not going to... Yeah, welcome to my world. It's the first time that we work together.
This is new. I like this world. I'm on the edge.
Well, you won't like this world at the end of the hour.
Oh, and they all go through... Do they all the dies go through the cutting pro as well?
So they will. They are standard wafer thin dies, which means that they will cut through any leading die cutting machine. What's also the great news is because they are none of them are wider than a 6-inch, so it will go through the cutting drill.
Yeah. Well.
The top tip I have found is just an envelope, regular envelope, it's 5x7. I close it up, open the top, and here are my dies, and I keep them in the packaging, so that way I'm not losing them.
Top tip. We need something up here. We need like a Paula top tip.
And Paula, yeah. So I have got what I've done is my favorite way of coloring them is actually die cut them out of white or color card, and then using then the alcohol markers to color in. Now then I'm gonna go in with a light pink, and I kind of brush it like that. Now if you have watercolor, you can use watercolor. If you like distress inks, that you use distress, whichever. But can you see how now I have got the color in there? Now this particular die is the clematis, because you are thinking it's a clematis, and it has already some vein detail in there that the die itself brings. And can you see that? That's it. Now for the leaves, I'm going to leave them again from later. Now what I'm going to do is with a darker one. I don't know if this is accurate, but I just like to add a little bit of detail in there with that.
Every flower is different, isn't it? So every flower that you see would be different to the somebody else makes.
Yeah, exactly. So if you wanted to make something, what I do also is I look at the packaging. The packaging not only tells me how the dyes that there are here, they tell me also how I should do them more or less. So more or less following that pattern. Can you see there? But I'm using a kind of more corally tone of pink. So see that kind of goes like that.
Pink in the middle that you're kind of doing now.
Yeah. And then what I'm going to do for there, I'm going to just go in with a light pink. I like pink. You were not going to. You were very, very.
I was too kind. I was very polite. I was just going to let you go with light pink, and then I would have corrected you later.
It's like she needs something, you know. maybe she need to have some. Is your color eyesight all right today? It's just the worst.
Well, I was going to see if you did it once, I was going to let it go, and then if you did it again, I was going, oh, well, maybe we need to look into the colours a little bit.
Yeah. No, but it's light yellow. So of course you can use color card that you may have, but then what I think is nice to die cut it all out of white and then just sit down, color in it. So now what I'm doing is coloring the tips of the center of the flower, and then go like so. So now I'm coloring in. And by the way, if you are a alcohol marker specialist, you would say, "Oh, Paula, you are doing it wrong. You are using a glass mat coloring with to color in." But I prefer to do like this for the flowers, because if I pick up some color back in, that's more realistic.
Texture of.
Exactly. Usually you use paper, so it absorbs the color, so it doesn't come back to it. But anyway. This is now I have got the flower like this.
I've learned today.
Oh, good. That yellow is pink and pink is
Yellow
yellow.
is pink and then use a glass mat.
Yeah, right. So I'm gonna now I'm kind of just gonna go in with my loopy tool. You can use the vine one, but I'm just gonna go in with the loopy. So you can see the loop, you can use the flat side, the edge of it, and each one is gonna give you a very different effect. Now I'm gonna go turn it over, and can you see how it now suddenly starts shaping that those edges are gonna go from die cut to natural. If I kind of, can you see the difference between that?
Oh, so something like that. Like you've put it between your fingers and crumpled.
Yeah, exactly.
Now, if you are choosing 5 or choosing 10, so this is just set 2. So if you want to go for set 1 that was in the previous hour, it's a different item now. You can have 5 or 10 within that set. So you can pick 5 or 10 from whichever set. So you can have 5 and 10 from set 2, 5 and 10 from set 1, or 5 and 10 from set 3, but you can't mix and match. I think that was me describing. I get very excited. I apologise.
Yeah. Okay, so that kind of goes in like that. Can you see how?
Oh, look at that already.
And then the difference between that and a flat one, now it's just quite significant. Now you can take the tweezers, and this is when, so you can say that it's holding it, and then kind of shape it a little bit and twist, and that kind of gives, you know, the just completely random, but you can see that creates even more shape to the petals, the edge of the petals.
So don't be too delicate with these. I think that's the golden rule with your flowers. Don't be like, oh, let's just do a little bit here. Really go at them. Yeah. And then you get the more realistic look.
And if you're wondering what thickness of card I'm using around 216 GSM or something like this. Like your texture card, the one that you use it for matting and layering, for die cutting. There's just so much. But I have done it with paper as well. But look at that. This is the difference between that and that.
Look at that already.
If you can come a little bit closer, you will be able to see that difference. Like, can you see that looks realistic? That looks starting to look realistic, but not as much. Now I have got one that I have done earlier, so you can see here, and I'm going to show you how to do everything else in here, but let me show. So what I have done here is just roll this up and roll it up, and then the same thing with this one. I have then cupped it.
Sorry, I keep tidying up.
Can you come to my house and tidy my house?
I'm a tidy crafter.
Oh, my
I keep thinking everything's in your way, so I move it away from you, and then you go and grab it again.
Right.
So with the stamens that you've got, that you've wrapped around, did you do them with your fingers, or did you get them in the tweezers and wrap them around the tweezers?
Using the tweezers, yeah. So you can do either, but you kind of, the tweezers give you a better effect. Okay. And then you kind of glue it together. Can you see it like this?
So you put that one in,
and then, special. Yeah, I have got them here. So now I'm just going to glue it. So you just use a dry clear, a PVA sort of glue.
Okay.
There, and then of course I'm going to put a little bit of glue. And
could you, if you wanted to, and please feel free to say no if this is a random idea, if you had tiny foam pads,
yes,
would that give you a bit more depth in your flower, or would you lose the realness of the flower and use glue instead?
I actually preferred wet glue, because it kind of, the shape is the petals themselves. What I would do, and it's not a bad idea, is when I'm gluing it to the card, maybe put a little bit of foam pads behind and underneath them. Right. So do you want me to do the hearts wreath now? Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. So I have got the flower. I mean, isn't it realistic?
They're so realistic. They look absolutely amazing. Remember though, if you are buying your one-day special, which is the toolkit, which is absolutely phenomenal, you're also getting that free die as well of the ladybirds. You get. Oh, is it with the dies as well? Well, this is a game changer. So 1 per order. But whatever you buy, whether you buy 5, whether you buy 10, I only thought it was on the one-day special. Or if you buy the one-day special, you are getting your beautiful little tiny ladybird as well, so, which really adds that little bit of detail to your cards.
Right, now what I have done is die cut one of the heart wreaths, so is the grapevine wreath. some
beautiful.
and then out of brown, and then I'm gonna go in with 2 distress inks in here, and I'm gonna take with this with this sponge in here, so kind of add a little bit of shading. Now I'm mixing and matching the 2 browns. I'm not too careful. Oops, I'm there. There it is. Doesn't matter if you pull too hard, like I just done. Don't worry, because you need 2 anyway.
Or put a flower over it.
Yeah, I'll put a flower, or nobody will know.
You'd never even
You would
know.
never see. And then they're gonna go in. And I like delicate work, but I'm not very delicate myself. Shove it in. Anyway, so you have got 2 in here, so you can then actually, I meant to do this, because then you can intertwine them.
Oh, look, it was meant to be.
It was
all along.
meant to be. Now, with this, you can also shape it with the wreath, because you can then take it into your toolkit, and then you can go in. I'm going to go with the larger tool and shape it. So just, you can go much more detail if you want. If you have got more time at home, I would go with first the larger tool, the larger ball tool, and then with the smaller one, and then add some more, you know, kind of going in and out. So from the back, and then from the top, so that way it kind of gives more shape to it.
So is this the same technique that you do on the back of a mouse mat if you haven't got, if you didn't want to use your pad?
Indeed. I mean, it's just like I'm using what I have got in the front, and I just think it's really cool that you have a multi-tool.
It's there straight away, so you could do this on the go. You could die cut everything at home. Take 3 or 4 pens with you on the train.
Yes.
And you've got the board there, so you could start moulding them and then put them all back away, because it closes down beautifully.
It does.
And remember what you're getting Elizabeth Craft design, so you know you're going to get quality with this as well. You know what you're getting when you're getting these home. Elizabeth Crafts, she gives you such a beautiful array of flowers and journals, and so you really know what you're buying into when you're buying into a company like this, and I don't think you'll be disappointed when you get them home.
Now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to take I die cut the wreath as well out of white card, and I'm just going to shade it a little bit in here to create a little bit of a shaping, but I want a white element, so then the flower is going to stand a little bit more. So I'm just kind of bringing in those inks in there. So when I have got it in here, also I had some green. So then I'm going to put, if I can, can you see that? In here. I'm not going to glue it. I decided that and then intertwine.
Beautiful. Is that the Sentimentally Yours stamp in the background as well?
No, it's actually from Elizabeth Crafts, but you know, it's just one of those ones, whichever you have. It's something to. Now the other thing I'm going, so see, that's going to go in maybe there or something like this. Now I need something green, so I'm going to take that one. Is the eucalyptus brunch. I have already done one, but I'm going to do a second. Yeah.
It smells beautiful.
Yes.
If you can get real eucalyptus, if you hang it in the shower, it's not the best, but I know it's not the best. But if you I know what you're thinking, Adam. Why are you hanging eucalyptus in your shower for?
No, but it's for the vapors.
The vapors.
It's
good
for
steam.
and it's good for the brain. No,
it's good for the lungs and stuff. We used to use eucalyptus a lot when I was singing on the cruise ships. We used to have it in our cabin.
And then also
party round mine. Eucalyptus.
You know what is sounds really fun. I had some anyway. A friend of mine used to sing as well in anyway. Let's not go there. I don't know why it's going into, but also reminds me of eucalyptus in my school, and there was a big eucalyptus tree, and and I remember it was kind of, well, it's a very sad story.
Oh, that's you can't leave it there then.
Okay, you want me to tell you? Oh. No, well, I don't know how sad you will feel for me, but I was badly bullied at the school.
Oh.
So I remember the smell like going out of the school, and I was like, kind of, I'm free from it.
Oh.
Okay, so it's sad. I'm gonna start crying now. It's okay. I can do it. I can do this. But you can see how it has like cut. You know, I'm just kind of using the tools to to add those shapes. Now again, you can go in with distress ink. So if I go with distress ink,
The story that you've just told, though, it's remarkable how certain flowers can bring back memories. So certain smells of flowers and stuff like that. So if you've got happy memories, also I suppose, say if you're journaling about stuff and you're writing, doing eucalyptus plants and stuff, that was a time in your life that makes you stronger, makes you are where you are today. Without it, maybe you wouldn't have took the path that you've already taken and stuff like that. So it is quite deep when you think about it, stuff like that.
And also, it's kind of, in my case, it's like kind of, well, that's maybe why I started crafting, because it's the kind of thing that it made me, you know, start crafting, because I didn't have that many friends, or, I mean, I did have a good childhood. I mean, I sounded a little bit dramatic. I mean, it was, but you can see how quickly I have shaped this, and then, and just kind of see that I just kind of shape them and twist them, but then fold it, because I have done the vine work. Now, if I wanted to do more vine work, you can then go in, and then go. Now, this, can you see how I'm creating those little vines?
So you can really use that scribe.
Yeah, to create those little vines. And I'm not sure on eucalyptus at the minute, but just follow a little bit. But kind of has got those vines as well. And it's a little bit more grey than I have done at the leaves, but anyway. So you can see there, and now you kind of have got also the beads in there if you wanted to kind of highlight. But never two of the same are going to be the same. And then It
is a beautiful. Remember, the details on the screen at the moment are for your one-day special. 344298 is your item number for that, and you get all the tools that we've spoken about. So you're getting all these beautiful tools that you're currently getting. So you're getting the ball tools. So you've got the 3 different ball tools that are on there. You also get your scribe that we're doing the details of the leaves in. You get these. What would you call the one you're using at the moment?
I call it the loopy.
The loopy.
Like the Paula, because
so
it's the loopy.
You get the loopy, which gives you the definition of the leaves as well. And then you also get the inverted tweezers. So when you push them in, they open. When you let them go, they let go as well. You know the loopy tool?
Yes.
I've just seen it on there. Because it's got that little hole in the end of the loopy tool, could you put the leaves in that and use that to shape your leaves as well? So the end of...
Yeah. So
you put your leaves inside... Could you do that? Or am I just talking...
No, that could do it as well. No, you can. I think probably I would...
Use your fingers, don't do it.
Well, I would just create with... If you want to shape them more, it's just kind of... I think it's the tweezers that do it. And not all tweezers would do it, because you need that really extra fine. Can you see how it's shaped?
It was just a thought.
Well, sometimes thoughts are good, sometimes they are not so good. Sorry.
Maybe that wasn't too good.
Well, you know what? It's great to have somebody to ask the questions, because then, if not, I'm sure at home people would think exactly the same. So I'm going to put the... And you know what? With this tool set, it's up to you. Just test it, because ultimately it's pieces of papers. And every time I discover different ways, and they are tools to test.
I suppose they are.
Now I'm gonna put a glue in here, and then the first one is gonna go more or less like that. And look at the heart, isn't it? And then this one, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just put a little bit of glue in random places, and then going to not be too careful about placing. So I kind of to give a little bit more.
You get that real texture and depth on your cards as well.
If you're more of a cute animal person, this would be perfect if you have a die of a cute animal to put it that comes out, you know, there.
Or this, especially if you've got the heart like this, the wreath high, you could use it if you've got woodland animals.
Yes.
Like little squirrels. If you've got stuff in your basket and you're thinking, oh, I'll just watch the show for a little minute, he'll be fine. I check out, there's not much of the free gift left. Now you're thinking, free gift? I didn't know there was one. I will check out soon now. You're getting these beautiful little ladybirds is what you're getting. So you're getting the actual ladybirds themselves. Okay, so you don't get the leaves, you get the ladybirds. If I flip this round, so you're getting that, you're thinking, well, Adam, they're not much at all. But when you add them to your cards, can you see our little fella? Where is he? There he is. Look at him. It just adds that extra detail to your cards as well. And once again, once you have these dies in your life, I reckon you can bump your card price up by another couple of quid easily. You could easily make money and get your money back on these as well. Is it a case of once these dies have gone that they've gone?
Yes, they are. Very good point, Adam.
I have my uses.
You know, I'm really enjoying it.
I remember us chatting before.
Yeah.
Earlier this afternoon, and you were telling me, and I came over to look at the first collection that Catherine did, and you said they're very, very busy and they're amazing dies. But once they've gone, they won't be coming back.
Okay.
At all.
Can I say I'm extremely proud of this card that I just made?
Tell me why.
I am.
What is beautiful?
It's actually, I'll tell you why, because how quick and easy it was to put this card together. How quick and easy. And yet the intricacy of these levels. I mean, look at that. Look at how realistic, and it's just because the dies and those tools of the One Day Special. And I genuinely thought I could never make such realistic flowers. I love flowers. I always use them. I design them. But I always do fantasy flowers. I don't, because I'm scared of not being true to life. But now, because it comes the dies and with the illustration, I don't feel lost. I know exactly where I'm going, and the price.
And you can do this as well. You can now take these flowers and think, I can never make flowers. I don't know what I'm doing. Everything is more or less done for you.
Yes.
They give you the dies. You've got the inspiration on the front as well. All you need to do is cut them out and add your own flair to the flowers. Add your own little bit of magic to the flowers as well, so you can bring these flowers to life. If you're thinking, Adam, I'll never be able to do that, I've got no inspiration. Oh, look at this. So there is your inspiration, and you're thinking, well, what do I need? How do I get started? Right, let's start at the very beginning because it's a very good place to start. 344298 is your item number for your one-day special. Your one-day special consists of these amazing tools, and over 70% of the stock has already gone. You're getting the beautiful ball tools in there, so you can really shape your flowers and really bring them to life. You're getting the inverted tweezers as well, which means when you press on the tweezers, they open. When you let them go, they shut. So it merely means now that if you've got dexterity problems, you can also make these flowers as well, and also use them tweezers in other areas of your crafting world as well. You've also got this beautiful tool as well. It's a bit like a ball tool, but it's also not a scribe. So you can really get the pattern and really mould them flowers into really some intricate shapes as well. What you're also getting though, and why stocks last, is your free gift as well. You are getting your free ladybird dies is what you're getting. Now you're thinking, well, Adam, they don't look much at all in your hand, but when you pop them onto your cards, can you see the little fella just here under my finger? So when you've popped him onto your card, it really brings him to life. There's not many of them left now. Once they've gone, they've gone. The one day special will still be here, but you won't get the free die with it as well. So 344298 is your item number. It'll all be dispatched from the 31st of October, so just over 2 weeks, just under 2 weeks to wait as well. So I would pop this in my basket, and why I also pop them in my basket as well, you've already seen set 1 on the earlier show on launch. We're now going to look at set 2, which you can now see now. Just look at what you can buy here, and you'll still see set 3 tomorrow. But set 2, you're getting any 5 of these you can pick, any 5 at all. The details are on your screen for any 5. 493476 is your item number. Now you can pick any 5 whatsoever, or we can make the price slightly better. You can go at any 10 of these for £54.98. But not only is it £54.98, this also opens a flexi-buy basket as well. £27.49 on 2 interest-free flexi payments. Your postage and packing comes off your first flexi payment. So you can now go to town. Pick 10 of these for £27.49. Obviously, you'll pay £27.49 in a month's time as well. But if I was you, I would have 6 of the flowers from set 2, and I'd also get 4 of the pots as well. I'd get 4 of the pots, or the baskets, or the wreaths are in here as well. Remember, you've also got set 1, but if you're buying set 1, you can have 5 of them or 10 of them. That's only in set 1. You can only have 5 and 10 of set 2, and you can have 5 and 10 of set 3 as well. If you're thinking, well, we've not seen set 3, Adam, I don't know what I'm on to order. 9 o'clock tomorrow morning, you'll see set 3, but you can shop ahead. Do that by going to the website. It's the easiest place to go to. Everything is on the website for you. All the sets are on there. And also the machine as well, the Cut and Go Pro die machine is on there. It also includes plates, includes an embossing folder. It also includes 2 dies on there as well for that amazing price of £49.99. I think that's on Flexi as well. So it's also on a little bit of Flexi on there. So once that opens the Flexi basket, anything else you pop in to the Flexi basket will also then be split into Flexis. But your one-day special is extremely busy. That 4-piece set and the leather case as well is very, very busy. Over 70% now of that has gone. And I said, afraid, once the freebie's gone, the freebie is gone. We won't be getting freebie if it's a ladybird. There won't be no more coming back of that either. So I don't think this one-day special is going to last till tomorrow.
No, I don't think so. I don't think it will, because overnight as well, now that we are 24/7 on Freeview, there's a lot of people watching at night. Therefore, you know.
I think that's what you've been doing while we've been away.
I don't know. Honestly, I don't know why. Well, lately my life has been a little bit of randomness. So it means that I don't even remember what I have been doing for 5 minutes. No, I selected the die that I'm going to do, which is Lily number 2. So what I'm going to do is, again, follow the pattern in here. Now I might die cut this one again, so I'm going to keep it there. Again, remember to just envelope in the back, and then I keep them always on a box like this, set in vertical. But anyway, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the reddish one.
Okay.
So at this time, I'm going to use water markers. So I'm kind of going to go in and kind of color in, more or less following like the pattern like this. So
if you have just joined us, you can use any of your mediums on these as well. If you've got your inks, you can use your watercolours on these as well, if you like to use watercolours. Distress oxides?
Yes, you could. Well? Yeah, you could. It's up to you. Like, obviously, with distress oxides, because it's an ink pad for this particular flower that I'm using here, you would have to pick it up, put a little bit of ink, which probably would have been a better idea, because this is a little bit too reddish from my liking. I would have liked it a little bit more pinkish, but it's sometimes it is what it is. Now, don't worry too much about it, and then kind of shape it. Now I'm kind of going into my the picture in here, and this is the great thing about the packaging and how everything has been designed for you. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with the largest spool tool. Now why I'm doing it is probably not how Susan herself would do it, but this is the way that works for me. Now the first spool tool, it kind of shapes it a little bit, then I go with the leaves to create that kind of more indentation in there, and then it starts shaping them a little bit.
So is it the bigger the ball tool, the more shaping you'll get on the
No,
back?
actually it's the opposite. The bigger the tool is kind of the first one that you're going to, because it's kind of the one that is going to be more, how can I say it, softer soft
Okay,
shaping.
yeah.
You know, if you go with the smaller one, can you see now suddenly, even with the loopy one, I get more definition. So
start large and then go smaller on your flowers. I think.
Can you see how this suddenly starts coming to shape? And from this, again, flat to now that shape. And every time it's going to be... Now, if you are a florist and you know all the different things about your flowers and you know exactly how the difference is, or you are a green finger crafter that has got a lot of... Then by all means make it more perfect than I'm doing, more realistic if you think. But to me, this is this is amazing that I can pick it up and then just... Can you see now suddenly I'm shaping so quickly and so easily and creating.
It's amazing that just from paper though, you're using quite sturdy cards right here, but these are realistic flowers made out of your paper and card.
And then kind of go in it. Now every time it's going to be a little bit different, and you can get the tweezers in there, and then by pressing down a little bit, you shape them like this, and see, can you see that little wave in there that created it? It's just every time it's a slightly different, and that's what you want, because every flower is unique. Every time it's going to be absolutely perfect in its own imperfection.
So the more you work, is it the more you work with the paper, the more warmer the paper will get, so the easier it becomes to mold and it becomes more malleable?
Yeah, that's true as well. But also, it's also a question of, how can I say it, the more that the fibers are manipulated, the more that they will remember the shape as well. So then, see how I'm building that. Now I kind of need to do the same thing here. Now I'm going to do it slightly different this time. I'm going to go in. See, this is the loopy thing that creates a slightly wider as well if you're using it like that, rather than with that one, because that's more of a vine one. So this is why these tools are, just find it, they are so good. And of course there are many tutorials online if you want to have it how they were intended to be and how everything, then by all means. Now I think I have done it the wrong way, because I should have done it that way and then shape it a little bit more, but it doesn't really matter, because every time you will discover, and if you want it to be extremely realistic, you can just take a picture and then just kind of go in as well and do it like perfect.
You really can, but as you say, it doesn't really matter if you go wrong with any of these either. There are so many things you can and can't do, especially with your one-day special and the tools themselves. I think it's a case of just getting them home and playing with them and finding out what they do for yourself, because the different weight of card you use is going to give you a slightly different look. The amount of pressure that you put on will be different to the amount of pressure that I put on, that Paula puts on, so it's all going to look different in its own sort of way. So the goal, the end product will be the same, but we're all going to get there slightly differently. So it's easier if you go and play when you get home and really see what these tools can do and really use all the mediums that you've got in there as well. I think would be amazing.
Yeah. So now what I'm going to do is color the stamen, and then I'm going to go in with a little bit of glue. This is a dry clear glue. And now I just kind of wanted to have a little bit in there, and then dip it into, you know, you did that show, the flower one, the pink frog.
Oh, yeah, the pink frog pollen.
Yeah, pollen. So then you can have it, dip it in, and then you have got like a softness in there. Something like that. And then that looks even more real. And then that's going to go in here. Now, and then just going.
I've also seen owls herself. Now, obviously, I don't know if it's still on the website from Pink Frog, the pollen that we had. But I've seen owls, and I've seen a video of owls do this as well, and she tells me this a lot. If you get a normal, bog standard, one of the cheapy pencils, a normal pencil, colouring pencil, and get your blade. And you chip away at the end. You just get like little tiny fibres from the end of the pencil. So you make the so you're generally making your own pollen. What you're then going to end up create is you're going to create your own pollen itself. So all you're taking is the small fibres off the end, and then you will get more or less the same the same sort of thing? I know that's what Elves uses.
And then I'm gonna go in with a darker color. Just going to get those little details in there. Now, I think this is a phenomenal price to build your own garden, you know, your own collection. To either you build it or you complete it, you know, I think it's just absolutely amazing, the prices. And look at that. Now, this is the first time I have done these flowers, so it might not be the best one. It might not be accurate perfectly, but I'm really happy how it is looking. Now, I just want to do the stem in here. So, shall we do the stress inks to color it so you can see?
Let's see the difference.
And then gonna put, and then gonna go like this. And then I have got a tag in here. And then I could just go in there.
Look at that.
And then just gonna go in a little bit the green in here. Just kind of in colors there. Just, I don't want to have it too perfect. I mean, I'm kind of thinking, you know what, this is just a kind of a little detail in there. And then I have got here, I have got the leaves as well. So for the leaves, I'm gonna go color them first. So I'm gonna go with the same color.
Would you always, once again, a question I know everyone's going to go, well, of course you would, Adam, but if you don't, someone out there is thinking the same question. Would you always would you always colour first, then shape? Or would you go in the other way?
It depends. Because, now it is a very good question, actually, Adam. You know, Adam, very good. Yeah. Because it will depend. So sometimes I will shape. In most occasions, yes, I will. Yes, I will colour first. But sometimes you want to kind of create. So, for instance, I colour now in. I create the vines and I kind of create them and slightly a little bit. Now you can create them like this or like that. Now if I, for instance, go upwards like now, I color first, but now I'm gonna go back in.
And you'll pick up the line detail that's on there.
Exactly. So by doing that, and then see, for instance, I'm kind of thinking, well, I just want to create a little bit more shape in there, or with my loopy tool.
And I suppose the harder you press with your scribe to make that really deep, the more colour that will sit in the well that you've just created.
So now I've done that. Now I'm going to go in and add a little bit more. So, for instance, in those creases that I have created there, the ink is going to stay more. So, I'm going to go in and then just deepen. There.
And it really does. I think the more you go in with it, the more of the depth you will create.
Yes.
So if you shape them first and then you go in and then you colour them and then you mould them, then you go back in with your colour again, because you've moulded them, the same colour's not going to sit flat, so it will find the ridges that you've just created, which I think it gives that more realistic.
It does indeed. So now I'm going to glue them to the card. And there you have. I should do a little bit more shape, but anyway, you just kind of get an idea, and of exactly. I mean, you could, as I said, you know, at home with a little bit more time.
You'd have hours at home to sit and play.
But you can then, one thing I kind of tend to do a lot with fantasy flowers is to use my fingers to shape the petals and things like that. However, having the right tools means that if I just shape it like this, it just looks a straight line. Now, if I go in with the proper tools, then I can create a perfect line that goes across there.
Oh,
so then it's just much better. Now again, with my hands, I couldn't get those edges that kind of created completely natural, you know, those edges that are not crisp. They are just weathered by nature, if it does make any sense.
Yeah, like the one, it does weathered, like you get the weathered look on the edge of the leaves and the
exactly.
It's like the torn look in the paper world, but obviously you're not going to be able to do that. You're not going to be able to do it unless you really just screw it up into a tiny ball and open it out again. But then you're going to get lines everywhere.
Exactly.
With this, you can tell where the lines are going to go.
Yeah, and if you want to have a more realistic, then that's what you need to do, is just to have the right tools. And this is why the One Day Special Such a good value for money.
As we said, though, over 70% now of the one-day special has now gone. It's very, very busy for the one-day special. We don't think it will last all day tomorrow. And you've got the repeat shows overnight as well with these. So it's going to be very, very busy tomorrow. How are we looking on the little ladybird? Not many ladybirds at all. It won't be there tomorrow. So if you do want your free gift of the tiny little ladybird... oh, I've just dropped him. The tiny little lady, it's ever so small. This is a tiny, tiny little ladybird. Got me to move to
Yeah, it's not colour. I was started to colouring it.
So it looks like a little set of berries. It looks just like a little bit of red card. But when you start moulding him and moving him, you can. So you go from that to. Look at this. Where did I go? That way. Is that the right way?
Yeah.
And there he is now, look. A little black head, a little few spots, and you now have a little tiny ladybird as well. So it's well worth getting while you can, because they won't be here long. They really won't be here long. But just look at that card that you've made now, that little lovely little tag.
Yeah, I'm just gonna do the ladybird. So I'm gonna go in and then just kind of do like...
That would be beautiful. I know it's not finished yet. But that would be absolutely beautiful if you're giving a box of chocolates to someone, or you're just popping around next door, just say, thank you for putting the bins out while I was on holiday. Here's a little bunch of flowers, and you've put that with a little message on the back.
Aww.
How amazing would that be? Just look at that little tiny finishing detail of that ladybird now, and it's really, you've got a tag that nobody else is going to go for. Is there an angel policy on
I
these?
believe you can make to sell, but I need to confirm it. So, but I'm pretty sure Elizabeth Crafts has got. Apologies for that. I don't know.
We will confirm.
I'm pretty sure.
I think I have a funny feeling you can't sell the. You can't just cut them out and sell the bits.
That's
you have to make
yeah.
something.
Yeah,
and sell it.
definitely.
So I think you have to make a card. But I think Elizabeth, I'm sure she's watching as well. She's sitting in a hot tub at home now.
That's the.
We've got a minute left.
Oh well, I'm shaping those petals a little bit more. Can you see how every time it's like kind of you thinking, oh, there it is. It's better.
So what time are you back tomorrow?
I have no clue. 9 o'clock, 1 and 5. But we are going to see set 3, so they're all completely new options that we haven't seen them live yet. And then, of course, if they are in stock, the Wonder Special, but only if it's in stock.
So who knows what will be here tomorrow, but definitely set 3 will be here in the morning at 9 o'clock as well. So if you've not seen set 3, you think I'd love to see it before I buy it, you can see them all on the website, and you're more than welcome to do that. Or go and watch the show in the morning as well. Thank you, everyone. It's been a pleasure working with you. I've loved this.
I loved it too.
I'll have to do this more often.
Yes, I know.
I'll bring coffee next time and tea.
You're on.
I think we'll do it. Watch this. So here's the next 3 hours for you. How's the night look so far? Remember, if you're watching on Freeview, you can now watch over the night as well. But Cricut is next. Remember, once that deal's gone, it's gone.
Hi, I'm Barbara Gray from Clarity Stamp here in the UK. Teamwork makes the dream work, and at Clarity we are designers and manufacturers of, dare I say, beautiful, top quality and award-winning craft products. We are home to the very first, the original transparent art stamp. We hand make them here in Kent, and our talented illustrators are always coming up with new original concepts and wonderful artwork. In addition, we design and manufacture top quality stencils and masks. In fact, we also make precision cut reusable masks for our stamps. Since January 2017, we are also the new owners of Pergamano International, bringing together a wonderful blend of old and new parchment art. We are so fortunate to be able to showcase our newest and best products here on Hochanda, and to be able to demonstrate our art ideas to you, our Hochanda friends. So if you would like to learn more about Clarity stamping, stencil work, parchment art, both groovy and traditional, please join us, myself and the Clarity team, here on Hochanda for ideas and inspiration.
Welcome to Club G45 from Graphic 45, the monthly tutorial kit that allows you to create some of the most beautiful projects by accessing a step-by-step video viewable online. This month's tutorial is the Club G45 Joy to the World Angelic Altered Book Box Kit and Christmas Card Trio, containing the Joy to the World Angelic Altered Book Box and the Joy to the World Christmas Card Trio projects. You'll get almost everything you need to create these projects from scratch, including access to this month's step-by-step video tutorial and accompanying project sheet. Simply order yours by purchasing item number 322425 for £41.99. plus your postage from hochanda.com, or give us a call on 01733 62000 for instant access to this month's Club G45 from Graphic 45.
Yes, indeed. You can now let your imagination run wild. Cut anything and everything that you've ever wanted. Can you not find them party bags that your daughter or your son's always wanted? Can you not find that little bit of costume that you just need to add for that finishing touch? Them glasses in your cupboard have been sitting there for years, months, and you don't know what to do with them. Well, why don't you start upcycling, recycling and making your money back? And you can do this today with your maker. And what a maker it is. It's affordable for everyone. It's also on 2 flexes as well. But a very good afternoon to you one and all. Yes, car trouble is now over. I am now back, unfortunately. And our first time working with lovely Emma. How are you, my love?
Good, yeah, excited.
You had a very busy show this morning with Janice.
Yeah, very busy.
Over 70% of the stock has already gone for this as well. Now, if they're new to the channel, or they've been watching the channel for a while and they don't, well, what actually is this? How would you describe what this actually does?
Yeah. Okay, so at its most simplest, it's a digital cutting machine. So the Cricut Maker can cut whatever image you'd like it to cut, be that writing or you know, a nice animal or a quote, whatever you like, in a range of materials. So this machine can cut anything from paper through to cardstock. It can do your vinyl, your iron-on vinyls for t-shirts, things like that. It can also do any fabric. So we can pop any fabric onto our mat here, pop it into the machine and we can cut it. So your denim, leather, cotton, silk, satin, faux fur even if we wanted to. And we can also do wood as well, so balsa wood and things like that.
So you really have now opened the door to everything that you need. But not only are you getting the machine themselves, we have thrown it, I say we, I use the royal we, I've done nothing, I just stand here. Cricut themselves have thrown in so much that you're getting for this. Let me do the boring stuff first, which is the details, then we're going to tell you what you're getting for your money, because this is phenomenal. 488175 is your item number. Now, as you can see currently on the screen, it's on a flexi buy. Now, I love when these flexi buys are on. You're on 3 flexi payments at £144.30. You can split that over 3 monthly payments. So pay your first instalment today, plus your postage and packaging, and then another 2 months you pay as well. But it will be dispatched from the 30th of October, which is only like 2 weeks away. Not only are you getting the machine, though, you're also getting the 2 mats. Now, what's the difference between the mats that we're getting at the front?
Of course. So these mats are sticky, and they are what we put the material on to keep it flat whilst it goes through the machine.
Okay.
So the pink one is our fabric mat. And this has self-healing properties, so when it works with the rotary blade, it's going to last longer. And then you've got the light grip mat, which is perfect for paper, card, and also your vinyl and iron-on vinyl as well.
So you're getting them as well. So you haven't even got to worry, oh, I haven't got that mat, so I can't use that. It's thought of for you. Not only are we giving you your mats and your machine, you're also getting your tools as well. Now, every single tool, just look how beautiful them tools are already. They could have just give you a tweezers, for example, a normal set of tweezers, but you haven't. You've really thought about it. And these are all ergonomic, they've all got ergonomic properties as well. So with our tools, what tools are we actually getting, just so we know?
Yep, so we've got scissors in there, of course, an essential. We've got the scraper tool, which is this lovely lilac one.
Makes sense.
And he is perfect for applying vinyl to projects, but also for applying things and taking things off of the mat. We've got tweezers, again, for picking up little bits and pieces. Then you've got your spatula, which again helps you lift especially paper and card projects off of the mat. And then your most important tool in here is this one. It looks like a dentist tool, but I promise you it isn't. This is a weeding tool, and that's going to help you weed away, so take away all of the little bits in vinyl and iron-on projects. So all these little bits and pieces that are hard to pick out by hand, you can pick them out with your tool.
So you get the machine, we're giving you the mats, we're also giving you the tools as well. There can't be much more for this. Oh, there is. There's so much more. You're also getting the pens as well. So can this draw for you as well?
Yep, so we can pop a pen into the machine, into the accessory port, and it's going to draw or write the design. So, yep, we could draw, we could write onto envelopes, tags for Christmas, lots of options.
Oh, my word. So now you can now start thinking about wedding gifting. If you want to make each individual and you think, I'm not writing 600 wedding invitations over and over again, you don't have to anymore.
How many people are you inviting to your wedding?
Oh, no, that was a bit exaggerated. I think we had 150 at ours, but to write that over 150 times,
so long.
It takes forever. And you just go, no, I don't, and then the first one never looks like the last one. But at least with this, everything will work as well. And if your ink smudges, you have to do it all over again. Not with this, it's all sorted for you. And on top of all that, we also give you the materials to start working as well. Now, you get so many, you get a different selection of materials. You get your vinyls in here, you've got your iron-on in here, you also get your sports iron-on, I read as well.
Sports flex, yep. So on the leggings here, you can see this. So this is a special vinyl for stretchy lycra materials, all of your sport materials. And as you can see, the design doesn't move, it moves with the fabric, it doesn't break, it's just stretches perfectly with. So for anything for sports, you know, if your children are into acrobatics or gym or whatever, dancing, you can personalise their gym kit, their dance wear, and that is going to stay on there.
Of that. So now you can start doing, as you said, sportswear, dancewear. So can you make to sell with this as well?
Of course you can, yeah, 100%.
There you go. There you go. There's your money always there. And not only have you got that, though, you can also use it on card, as we said.